And the crews contesting the A final this afternoon. It is lane 1 Ukraine, lane 2 China, lane 3 Ireland, lane 4 Great Britain, lane 5 Poland, and lane 6 Netherlands.
There they are, out the course. The Ukrainians on the far side. Svetlana Bohuslavska in the bow, Yaroslav Kuda in the stroke seat, training under Russian bombs and missiles in Dnipro. The Paralympic bronze medalists reunited once more, Yu Shang and Zhang Jijan from China. 5th place last year, Stephen McGowan and Katie O'Brien from Galway in Ireland. Favourites for the gold, Lauren Rolls up in the bow seat, Greg Stevenson in the stroke seat. The familiar pairing from Poland, Jolanta Majka up in the stern, Mike Godowski, the 32-year-old stroke, Jolanta Majka 45, and out on lane 6, Chantal Annan in the stroke seat. Former wheelchair cyclist and Corner de Koning. We saw him win the PR2 single sculls yesterday. What will he have left for today?
Great Britain, Poland, the Netherlands. Attention. Go.
Well, that was a very long start. Hold on the start there, an untidy start from the Chinese crew over in lane 2. Nothing of the sort here from Katie O'Brien and Stephen McGowan, getting away a good high rate of striking, getting up and out of the start.
Yeah, the Chinese, perhaps there was some kind of miscommunication there because they were really left on the blocks. One of the rowers didn't start rowing, but it looks like they've got a bit of a burst of energy because it does give you a bit of a shot of adrenaline when something like that happens, and they're pushing themselves through the field and up with the leading boats. But clear leaders in the centre of the course. It is Great Britain at 37 strokes per minute. Fast rating Ireland, 43 strokes per minute in lane 3 in the lane next to them.
And I think Greg Stevenson's birthday is today, 9th of the 9th. He was born in 1984, so I think he's turning 39 today, the British stroke man.
We had a look at Chantal Henan and Corne de Koning, who, Martin, you said we saw racing in the single yesterday. Corne de Koning now teamed up in this double scull in front of us. And now we're seeing that Chinese double, who didn't get away very well after that long hold, but they're now up pretty much level with that British double at the front of the field.
Corne de Koning there, the man from GRV Scaldis in the Netherlands, 33 years of age. Probably pick up a medal in this event with Chantal, and if they can keep clean, I think Chantal caught a little shipwreck. There is Lauren Rolls in the bow of the British boat, a real advocate for LGBTQ rights, and she is already Paralympic champion in this event.
And the Dutch closest to us on screen, as you say, one of the favourites for a medal, Corne de Koning, of course dominant in the PR2 men's single scull yesterday to already claim a world championship at this regatta, but he'll be looking to do it in the Paralympic class.
Interesting to see as we're picking this up through 500, it's that Chinese double, the bronze medalists from Tokyo, who've got themselves up at the front of the field, leading the British through that first 500.
Yeah, well, Lauren Rolls was then with Lawrence Whitney when they won in Tokyo. Corne de Koning got the silver with Anneke van der Meer then. He's got a new partner. Liu and Zhang took the bronze medal. So the British under threat here. I guess the British would be most people's favourite, but what a fantastic 250 to 500 by the Chinese.
Yeah, big move from China up there. As we're looking here at Katie O'Brien, Stephen McGowan. Heard a big cheer from our right. A good Irish support here. They've had a good morning. I wonder what their afternoon's going to be like.
And China have now moved into the lead, and the British desperate to hang on in there with them. about a canvas between them, but the Chinese up in the lead. Just as a reminder for those watching, this is the PR2 mixed double sculls. All of these boats have already qualified for the Paralympics in Paris next year. PR2 are rowers that have functional use of arms and trunk, but have weaknesses or an absence of leg function to slide the seat. So they're on those fixed seats that you can see in the boat.
So we saw Lauren Rolls there in the bow seat, backing up Greg Stevenson in front of her, putting together this combination, looking to be para-champions again for Lauren Rolls. And they're now looking to draw level, which they're pretty much doing with the Chinese, who got through them. But you can see it there. I think the Chinese still have a very small advantage, but the British have responded to that move from China around the 500 mark.
Yeah, Lauren's got that very distinctive lean back at the finish, and she's really powering through. She's got really good length. And Greg Stevenson, 39-year-old, has gone from strength to strength. He rose for Agecroft. He's come down to Caversham from the north, where his family lives, and trained full-time in that setup. China still lead through the 1,000 metres. The British have got it all to do.
Well, that graphic is showing that Britain are in front, but to our eyes, it did look like the Chinese still had a small lead. But what we can say is they're pretty much stroke for stroke, side by side. The Chinese using a lower rate of striking now at about 28. The British are at about 34. You can see that real strong, long back of Greg Stevenson, that he connects the blades in and moves the boat past those blades as far as he possibly can, backed up by Lauren Rolls.
Yeah, I think especially with this little head breeze starting to build throughout the afternoon, the way that the British are rowing, they're keeping their rate up at about 34, so they're keeping the boat moving so it's not slowing down too much in the head breeze conditions, whereas the Chinese are down on 28, which is making it really slow and heavy for them. They're not able to keep the boat moving in the same way. So the British have just moved through to have about a canvas lead over the Chinese.
This Chinese crew, with that low rate of striking, I guess that's going to mean they'll have a tougher gearing.
Yeah, look how tough that gearing is. I'm just looking in there at the inboard. That's the distance between the button and the handle. It's extremely short. So they really need to lever the boat along. For the British, it looks a bit easier. The gap between the yellow button and the grip is longer, so it's a little bit easier to pull the blades through.
I haven't seen the British under this much pressure in any of the races. They've been really strong when they've raced this season. They've won in Varese, they won in the Europeans in Bled. Chantal Annan and Corna de Koning back. Are they in fourth place? Poland, Jolanta Majka and Mike Godowski in bronze medal position at the moment. If you're watching this in Poland, she's so strong, Lauren Rolls. Look at those straight arms that both of them got. Coached by Nicola Benavente. He's come into the para setup. There is Mike Godowski, Jolanta Majka behind him. Mike with that cap set back as we come through the 500 metres to go. This race isn't a given for the British.
Yeah, well, there's two races going on here. The British are trying to get past and away from this Chinese crew, but the Chinese are tracking them only half a boat length. That's our race for the gold and silver. Then there's another race going on back here for the bronze. We're seeing the Polish bow rower here rowing 35 strokes a minute. At the moment, they're in the bronze medal position, just ahead of that crew from the Netherlands. And Ireland are not completely out of it either.
And guys, the British have put so much to put their bows ahead of the Chinese. You just wonder what they've got left in the tank now for the last 500 metres, and the Chinese are coming. This could be a major upset in the first A final of the afternoon.
Look at this comeback from China coming through the 1,500 metre mark. The Brits just narrowly with the lead, but China starting to go now. They're up on 32 strokes per minute after being down on 28 throughout the middle section of the race. Do they have another gear to go here? It's bow ball for bow ball, Great Britain and China.
Well, this is their moment for this Chinese double. You can see those flags flapping in the background. It's a strong headwind. It's a long race. The British look tidier with their blade work. The Chinese a little bit ragged in terms of how well they're moving together, but they're still tracking with this British double. Let's see. It's only 2 metres. What a great finish we're going to have here coming into the red boys.
Liu Shuang had a little look across there and urged her crew on, and they are still there. You can see it, less than a metre.
We see the British grimacing. The Chinese are the fastest moving boat on the course, but they're exchanging blows now. Our graphic says that China have dropped back and that the British have gone through, but on our screen it looks like the other way around, so we'll have to get a good shot of the side here, but the British now have responded. They're the fastest moving boat on the course, well and truly. They're up at 35 strokes per minute.
Yeah, I wouldn't be misled by that graphic. It looks like it's very close to our eyes as they're coming down towards our position. Both crews, 35 strokes a minute. Probably another 75 metres to go to the line. That British bow just in front. What, half a canvas it is as we're coming down towards the line.
What a great race in the first A final of the afternoon. The PR2 mixed double sculls. It is Lauren Rolls and Greg Stevenson. Their bows are in front, and they will take the gold medal. Yes, it's Great Britain just ahead of Liu and Zhang for China. What an incredible race. And the bronze medal still up for grabs. Jolanta Micah and Mike Godowski come down ahead of the Netherlands double of de Koning and Heynen. They will grab the bronze medal. It is the Irish, I think, that will get 5th place again. Yes, the Poles do grab that bronze medal. The Netherlands cross the line in 4th. Ireland take 5th. And over there on the far side, Bohuslavska and Kuda take 6th place.
What a scull from this Chinese double. They put pressure on Stevenson and Rolls the whole way. We didn't see this crew from Poland cross the line, but a great performance from them as well to take out that bronze medal.
Well, we nearly had a major upset.
We did nearly have a major upset. Great Britain, everyone's favourites coming into that. We saw the Chinese get a very poor start, really lost a bit. They might come to rue that when they review this race and think what happened. But
yeah,
the British got away well,
that's
and then the Chinese came back.
That's interesting to see how much they lost off the start blocks there, because it's about how much they ended up losing by at the end. So a fatal mistake there for the Chinese, but they do take the silver medal behind Great Britain and ahead of Poland.
3 minutes.
Lauren Rolls taking the boat down with her partner, Greg Stevenson. Relief as they cross the line. Confirmation, Rolls and Stevenson did win the gold. China, after that fantastic race, take the silver, and Poland in bronze medal position.
Great Britain